Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. XRP has lost a position in market cap yet again. It is now number 7 in market cap, lower than it's been for just about the entirety of its existence. Because it's been traded on open markets for the better part of a decade. So is this time to panic? Is this something terrible? I say no. And in fact, take a look at this headline too from the other day. From you today, 286.5 million XRP shoveled by Ripple, Coinbase, and other top-tier exchanges. My friends, if you just look at the global volume of XRP, it's not that it's looking too shabby. It's that there are other things going on. So I want to talk about that. Also, Jed McCaleb, he's not selling XRP anymore. At least not right now. So I wanted to talk about that as well. I got a few things to talk about. Look, before I go any further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos, but it's just a hobby just for fun. And so take a look at this article, Solana. We've been talking a bit about Solana on this channel, all up in these hot jams, because Solana has been going bonkers, and I support that. Hopefully a number of you listening happen to own Solana. I don't, I never have. But to any of you out there that have profited tremendously from it, kudos to you. It has indeed been going crazy. XRP at the time I'm recording this video is $1.08, and Solana is $183. But if you look over, let's just do the all-time chart. Why not? Look at this all-time chart if you can look at your screen here. It's like, go back here, go back to the beginning of time. I guess it's not been out that long. I don't really, by the way, I don't know like pretty much anything about Solana. But here you go. This is the beginning of time, basically. Halfway through April, it was worth, 64 cents here. Now it's $183 at the time I'm recording this, with its all-time high being hit just a few days or so ago at $214. What goes up must come down. But maybe for Solana, potentially not quite before some more excitement happens, but even that I'm okay with. I'll tell you what really burns my biscuits, though. It's that XRP, well, let me say this. Solana would be doing what it's doing regardless, I think, just by and large. But XRP, if the SEC had not come along, being the asshats that they are, and sued Ripple claiming that XRP is a security, I don't think that XRP would be number 7 in market cap. I think XRP is artificially suppressed in terms of price action. Good news being, though, that XRP provably, after the scary news from almost 9 months ago, XRP did go back to moving in tandem with the market, but it's doing it at a suppressed level. Now, I still don't think that's going to matter for when XRP ultimately pops off along with the rest of the market. Like, here's the deal. When the money cycles through the space, which I think is inevitable, that's just my suspicion. I don't pretend to know that for sure. That's my bet that I'm making, though. When that happens, so many people that don't know a damn thing about XRP are just going to start pouring their money into it, and it's just not going to matter. But in the short term, we are dealing with a market cap situation where XRP is just way lower than it would otherwise be. I mean, because think about this. It's got a market cap of $50 billion. That's what XRP is right now. You've got Ethereum at $381 billion right now. And so you figure even if XRP were just hovering around its all-time high, which wouldn't be crazy to think even now because, frankly, XRP is the only top 10 cryptocurrency that hasn't hit its all-time high from the last cycle. So given that's the case, I mean, if it were hovering around $4, that would still be a $200 billion market cap. That would still be 4 times higher than Solana. It would still be, probably close to that for Binance Coin. That would be higher than what Cardano's at right now, and Cardano's at $2.41. That would put XRP at the number 3 position in terms of market cap, which probably is about where it belongs. I don't think that XRP would be down there. But the good news is, if my suspicion is right, like regardless of what happens with the legal clarity, like say we finish this market cycle and there's still not legal clarity for XRP, if my hunch ends up being correct, I I really don't think it's going to matter, because it's not about fundamentals. It's not going to be about some scary thing that happened in December of 2020, when later this year or early next year or whenever it happens, money starts cycling through the space and ends up hitting XRP. It's not going to be about the scary stuff from the past. It's going to be about the euphoria that's happening in the moment. And people are going to FOMO in like crazy. So I personally just don't think that this is gonna matter. And it could be the case that Solana ends up running up a bit further from here. In fact, here's a tweet from chart analyst Leb Crypto. He shared this just the other day and wrote, careful with it though. He's talking about Solana here. Careful with it though. In my opinion, from studying its chart, it's soon approaching a blow-off top on the daily and weekly, which means it'll likely cool down and correct significantly over the coming weeks. So look, it could be the case, depending on the timing of all of this and what goes off when, if Lub Crypto's suspicion is correct and that comes to pass, which is a question mark, but if it does, Solana could climb the ranks even further. But if it does, at some point there would ultimately be a cooldown period. And who knows, maybe that would be its all-time high for this market cycle. I don't pretend to know. But because look, there are always leaders in the market that hit their all-time highs sooner than the laggards, which obviously, as the name would indicate, hit their peaks at the tail end of the market cycle. Then there are always those that are in between, so it'll just be interesting. But man, there's going to be a lot of that type of price action in the last roughly 4 to 6 weeks of this market cycle when we get into that mania phase. That's what I'm anticipating anyway, and we'll see. And then there was this from you today. Jed McCaleb sells 0 XRP since Ripple's last tranche. Here's what's happening. And I don't really want to read the article. I don't think it's necessary. It's mostly just highlighting some of the movement of money from his funds, including his taco stand wallet, which I think is hilariously named. That's the right name for a wallet. Taco stand. So here's the deal, though. His wallet has contained the same amount of money for, maybe I could eyeball the date here, since September 1st, it looks like. So look at this. Like a third of a month has passed. And mind you, like Jed McCaleb would normally sell XRP every single day like he has for years, with rare exception to this. And so here's what he's actually holding. Again, 709, I'm rounding it, but 709 million XRP remaining. And so, you know, the last time we saw him stop selling XRP, it was when the SEC officially went after Ripple and decided they were going to sue the daylights out of him. And then right after that, it may have been like a day or two after that, Jed McCaleb stopped selling XRP. And so that was notable. And so I was looking at that and I was like, how about that? I was sitting there thinking, perhaps did he get some legal advice that maybe it'd be better cool it, because we don't know for sure if the SEC is going to be coming after good old Jed. Maybe that was the case. But not terribly long after that, he actually did ultimately end up resuming his sales of XRP. At that point, all we can do is assume. But my best guess at that point would just be assuming it's correct that he did pause because of the legal implications of the fact that he'd been selling for years and years and years, and that would be very bad for him if the SEC suddenly came after him. It seems to me that his legal team ended up giving him the green light. And frankly, at this point, he sold so much XRP, it would be weird if they go after Ripple, Brad, and then Chris like they did, and then way after that they go after Jed. Like, that would kind of surprise me. You'd think they'd do it all at once. So it's probably unlikely they're ever going to go after him. But even if they did, at this point, most of the damage has been done, right? He sold the vast majority of his XRP. And he's got this little tiny baby stash left at this point. And a baby stash, 709 million, right? But for him, it's a little baby stash compared to what it used to be when he had billions of XRP. And so that's where so I don't know the reason. Maybe we'll never know. I don't know why he stopped selling, but I can tell you this: I'm really looking forward to him not owning XRP anymore, so that we can stop talking about this, which I think is going to happen at some point, potentially sooner than later. But I'll tell you what'll really ramp it up as soon as you start seeing XRP really take off, going parabolic. Well, his sales, it's based on volume. So if the price is going up, you're going to see a volume increase. And then Jed will be able to sell more. It's just based on like a seven day average over a 7-day period. And so if you have way higher volume, it's still the same percentage he's allowed to sell, but same percentage of a bigger number. Yeah, that's going to be a lot. So he could be out of his XRP once that thing starts going in very short order. It could be a matter of weeks or a month or whatever once that really starts taking off. But that's where we're at right now. So anyway, I'm feeling good about this. So if anybody saw XRP losing its spot, and of course, again, there's crypto media here talking about XRP losing its spot in terms of market cap, I'd say like it's not worth letting it get to you. It doesn't bother me because it doesn't mean anything. Like even if XRP goes lower, it's not going to be because there's something wrong with XRP. There could be other coins just taking off parabolically. And if that happens, that's still a sign of a healthy market. So even if XRP gets pushed down further, I don't think it's going to make a material difference by the time this is all said and done. That's my bet. No way for me to know for sure, but that's what makes sense to me, just looking at how humans behave. I think when the money comes, it comes. And it's not about fundamentals for pretty much any of these coins. Not for most people, anyway. I care about the fundamentals of XRP, perhaps you do too, but most people don't. And when the money comes and XRP ultimately does get pushed up further in terms of price action in the future, which I suspect will happen, it's not going to be about fundamentals, folks. It's not. And then you're going to see a bubble inflate, and it's going to pop, and then XRP will lose a ton of its price, which will be the case for the rest of the crypto market. Like I'm counting on that, which is why as soon as I see it start to go up, I will be selling on the way up the vast majority, if not all, of my XRP. That's been my plan for years, and I've been betting that this will happen, and we're so close to it. I think that I'm finally going to get to see the completion of my plan, because again, I first bought XRP November 2017. We are so close to victory. So that's what it'll be for me anyway. That's my plan. But I'll go ahead and wrap up here. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.